Hello everyone, I'm STJ and welcome back to NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup. It's been a while since I touched a series, or I don't know about a while, just a couple of weeks, and a few days ago I was posting a video. I apologize for that. I had to take care of a bunch of college stuff, but now I have some free time to actually get back to this game. Just to review the modified point situation again. We are in the lead, but George and Danny are breathing down our necks. We have to really keep our performance up in that series if we want to get a championship out of this. So the next race is at New Hampshire, a track we are going to have a modifieds. I don't know about the truck series, but we'll head on into it. Out on track here at New Hampshire, because I'm kind of skipping towards the lap, you probably didn't see my truck was way tight on the outlap, and the stuttering for some reason is really bad. I hope it's only like a case of Michigan though, where it was only like that in practice, but it's fine in every other session. But holy crap, this truck. We need to change the truck. This is bad. I'm gonna go all the way down to 64 on the rear spoiler. Not gonna mess with fender flare because that's kind of a mess to deal with. Feel like we could get a bit more revs out of the truck per usual. We'll go 1.9 and 1.43. Suspension. We'll even out the wedge. And then, yeah, just leave all the springs alone. This stuttering is giving me a headache. Holy crap. But we're getting a lot of revs out of the car now with 9100 RPM. That should be a good sign for the speed. And shortening the third gear ratio should help us on restarts. Just get up to speed faster, pull away from the AI. And I can't break through that corner because the screen is still messing up. Finally completing the lap. It's a 28.9. Wow, we are over half a second faster in practice. With that, I'll just head straight into qualifying. And hopefully there's no... Never mind, we are still getting the screen tears. New Hampshire is such an unusual track though, like as you know, over the past decade's been going through quite a few repaves. Like some lanes on the bottom are completely flat while others are sort of banked, and it's like in a way kind of ruined the racing. It's probably part of why IndyCar won't return to New Hampshire. It's just the corners are way too out of whack. Like you'll get like on the very bottom it's banked, but the second way it's flat and they go back to bank. It's just not a good way to create racing. Like I prefer New Hampshire goes back to their old style where the track is evenly banked from bottom to top. But to the line to complete our first lap, we are fourth. Gonna try to punch it through the second lap here. But these screen tears are just... Honestly, I think the screen tears might be part of why we were slow the first lap. I don't know how the timing and bugs and all of that tie in, but regardless, out of the final quarter, looking to improve from 29.1. And we got pole on that lap. Just barely. I think that's at 13 milliseconds. Here we are in New Hampshire. The street freezes are still happening, unfortunately. At least at the start of the race. Right next to Bobby Hamilton, who was beefing with us after a race for no reason. Oh my god, the truck really washed up high. But somehow he kept Bobby Hamilton pinned down enough. Hold on, I need to change some stuff, because this is not going to go well. Alright, I lowered down the resolution back to what the original GameCube was like. I hope that can stop some of the freezing. Yeah, it's going to be more pixelated, but at least we can try to get this race in. And as you saw behind, Bobby Hamilton washed up as well. Almost lost some spots. But now that's probably Bill Lester getting to his inside. And we're going to have a battle for second on our hands. Coming out of turn 2, Bill Lester has now gotten around Bobby Hamilton completely. The car, or the truck, I mean, is still handling pretty good. The cornering still feels very awkward, like you're having to slow down quite a lot just to get through the corner, but that's probably just part of racing on such a flat track like New Hampshire. And just turning all the more is probably going to wear out the tires as well, so that's going to be interesting to see how early or late we pit once we get around halfway. Coming out of turn 2, we might have another battle in our hands. No, Bill Lester goes down to block Bobby Hamilton, and the field is slowly creeping back towards us, but I'm not going to panic. As long as we hold our line consistently, we won't have to worry about these guys getting past. After those screen tears we had, we finally got the notification halfway on fuel, but no halfway on tires, so it looks like we're still doing good, but given how the fuel is adding up, we might have to pit on, I'd say, lap 13. That's probably a good mark. I want to try to make these tires go as long as possible, just in case there's a caution. Don't want to end up laps behind after leading the race, all because someone timed the caution and we're down and out. One good thing though I could probably say about this track is how it's still a very big deal and pretty much a monument for modified series racing. Like, I'm sure on iRacing you guys know how much I like modified racing on there. Maybe one day I'll buy the track. Oh my god, but I can't. Oh, I couldn't handle it. No. Wait, make it to the fuel. Make it to the pit. Okay. All because of a freaking screen tear, I get my strategy ruined. But maybe with the new tires, we could gain some time on leaders, pretty much make our own undercut. Oh, but what lap were we on when... I don't know what lap we were on. 11? Oh, we are not going to make it. There's no way we can make it on our fuel strategy. We'll like have to lift and coast at some places. Like, we'll try to... Oh my god, I'm sideways again. Oh my god, more cars trying to... If you're going to the pits, please get on the apron. I don't know how many times I have to say it. Oh god, Travis. I called it. I freaking called it. Caution's out for something. And a random truck just... Did the truck hit the barrier, or what? I mean, I want to say he hit the barrier, but at the same time, his nose looks like he was still clean ahead. But I think good thing about this caution is that we should be able to get to the end on pit strategy. Or fuel, I mean. We're underway, but we're still, I think, a lap down because of those... Because of a freaking screen tear, we got rear-ended. Oh my god. Screen tear results to someone rear-ending me. Then I spin into the pits instead of going longer. What did I tell you? That is why trying to consider cautions for pit strategy is such a big deal. Like, even in real NASCAR racing. But something about the wedge adjustments, I guess, is upsetting the car, even though I wanted to make it more loose, get through the corners better. We'll try to fight for what's left, though. Heading down the inside of the 64. Almost getting side by side with the 192 of Tim Sweeney. This should put us back into the top 25. Wait, are these all lead lap cars? Please don't tell me these are lead lap cars. I think they are. We're not gaining spots even though we're passing them. We're screwed. Whoa, contact up ahead. The Old Spice truck and whoever this is in the turquoise made contact. Trying to get to the inside. We're halfway on fuel, but I don't think we should have to worry about it. Bill Lester is still leading. Oh god, we're getting tight. And just like that, the 119 gets underneath us. Exiting turn 2. But we might just be able to clear it. Yes, we do. And 119 just washes way up the track. What happened to him? Underneath the 124. I'm done. Getting, like, I guess, Mickey Mouse passes, I guess you could say. We could get one more down the back straightaway into turn 3. We have the 106 on the high side. Almost clear of him. Exiting the corner. Final lap. And the way things are going, it looks like we are going to finish 26th. One lap down. All because of a stupid sequence of events. And it's weird because, like, the screen tears went down in frequency, I guess, when I lowered the resolution. I don't know why some would still happen at the worst possible times. Bill Lester gets the win, John Wood got second, and Bobby Hamilton rounds off the top 3. But here we are, our favorite, or not really favorite, just our best winning track, Old Spice, the Cherry Blossom 100. Heading straight into qualifying. I'm not going to do practice because it's already unfair how fast we are compared to the AI. I pretty much did the same thing in the truck series, just I think I head straight into qualifying. Maybe one practice lap, did some adjustments and went. Hit that corner just right, and then through turn 2 and onto the hairpin. Even though this track is like very short and the turns aren't all that varied, it's still kind of fun to drive on. First lap. If we get pole for this lap, we'll probably just skip the second lap and head straight into the race. Did not need to touch the wall there. Very quick through turn 2. Down into the hairpin again. Missing the apex just a bit, but it shouldn't kill our lap. Through the double left and onto the high banked right-hander. Past the boulders on top of pit lane. Into the final hairpin. Get it down quickly. Out of a final quarter. And just like that, we have pole. green flag at Old Spice. We already got a good jump off the line. It's only 7 laps, it looks like, this time. If I remember correctly, the first race was 11 laps, I want to say. Or 12, maybe 12. Heading through the first few corners very cleanly. These guys are gonna have their cars tuned, at least they think, to the shorter distance, because you could get away with pushing harder and deal with more wear in these shorter distance races. This is basically a sprint. Now we're putting a gap on the field, should help our point situation, but just a quick thought I had in mind. Automobilista 2, one of the top simulators out there right now, their Racing USA DLCs now include the kart era of Indy cars from like 1995 to the early 2000s, and a bunch of cool tracks added on top of that. We have Daytona to join in with the DPI cars. They have Long Beach, even Auto Club, and Road America to go along. Jacarapagua in Brazil, that also was part of the kart schedule back in the day. They added that in. Only thing is, though, I was looking at the other content within the game. There's a lot of like big tracks that were already in simulators before, like Project Cars. You know, for some reason, each one is behind a paywall. Like, you have to pay a bunch of money for Spa in Belgium, have to pay a bunch for the Nürburgring, a bunch for Hockenheim, for whatever reasons. Like, as much as I want to try out the kart era of Indy cars in that game, the other content being behind paywalls when you're already paying $40 for the game is kind of turning me off, so I kind of don't know what I should do. Maybe if everything goes on a discount, I'll buy a couple of stuff, but still, that's quite a money to throw away when I could be spending it on other stuff. Maybe if I buy just the base game, and then just the Racing USA DLC, I'll do some content for that, but only if it goes on like a big discount. Basically, just want to have that conversation, one, because aside from racing kart in the Automobilista 2 game, it could be cool to do the DPI cars and maybe whatever stuff they still have in the base game. But also this race, nothing else has happened besides me pulling a 5-second gap. I just wish EA took more time to the AI to be a bit more competitive in this game back before it released. Through the first hairpin, and we'll race on past the boulders and the Old Spice billboards to complete a race. If I remember correctly, this will be my 5th modified win of the season. Into the final quarter. And that gives us the win at the Cherry Blossom 100. Do some donuts. Oh. And we already hit the guardrail. Okay. Here are the modified standings after the race. We've now pulled a 60-point gap to Danny Ross. George is 79 back. And we have a bit more of a comfortable cushion to lean back on for the point standings. But here's a awkward situation. Both truck and national series. It was not called Xfinity Series back in the day. We have trucks and national series races both on the same day. We have Dover for the National Series and Las Vegas for the Truck Series. And I think I want to go with the National Series only because it's a higher series. Gonna be interesting to see though how this car works at Dover. I don't think I've ever did this combo before in this game. Off we go with the Dover practice. Hopefully this goes way better than our first few starts of this car. I just want to have a good race, that's all. But very tight on entry, but that's probably because I'm just not used to this track. Onto lap 1. Try to get down to the quarter, but again, the car is going all the way up. Wonder if I'll need to make some adjustments early. Even when I'm slowing down, it's still pitching me up. Let's make some adjustments. Gonna need to make it loose, but I'm only gonna do 63 this time. Don't wanna try to go too wild. We'll go turn down on the wedge. We'll go 52 on rear springs to reduce tire wear. Alright, car might be able to stick down a bit better, but it's still... Oh god, I'm gonna have to restart that. Yeah, just coming off the corner, the car slid all the way up and into a wall. So not only does the setup need to change quite a bit, we'll have to also alter our braking points quite a bit. But every time I try to brake more, it just locks up the brakes and then it just happens again. Maybe we could... The car feels a bit loose anyway. Probably don't want that early on of a race considering what happened at Richmond, so we'll go only half a round. Taking the first lap with the new setup. Car feels a bit more stable on entry. I'll take it. Oh geez, with the turn 3 entry was terrible. Might have to do another lap. And our lap time is way worse. I don't know if that's because we messed up turn 3 or if we're just bad off the pace. We improved to 23.043 on that lap, but I honestly don't think there's anything else that can be done to fix this handling, so we'll just head into qualifying and see how this goes.
2 laps, give it all you got.
Doing our first lap, heading through 1 and 2. Very fast run through there, but still, can't get the exit down with how awkward the exit is. Out of turn 4, gonna complete our first lap, and somehow we're on pole. Yeah, that lap has already been thrown away. But we have pole, almost 2 tenths faster. We'll see if that can carry over into the race. Green flag at Richmond. Right next to Kyle Busch on the front row. But they have like a huge jump off the line. Paul Menard accidentally hits the wall. Try to get back to the inside of Kyle, but he's going to cover off the line pretty well. Off of turn 4, going to once again go to the bottom of Kyle as we're still trying to cover off that line. And he turns down into us. That's going to take us off our lines a bit.
Well, come on, he's still there. You're leading them around. All right, now,
A little bit tight on entry. That might give Kyle another run.
no one down low.
And I have to back off to avoid the wall. That's unfortunate.
Clear all around.
Paul and Menard trying to get around whoever that is in third. And we're closing in again on Kyle. Might have to use some Intimidator. Oh, but I'll get...
Menard is looking high.
He had to lose it right in front of me. Like, I know I'm using the Intimidator, but still, that was terrible timing, Kyle. Still handling too bad in turn 3. And I just slapped the wall hard. Jeez, there's... Oh my... I thought it was... You had to just stick your nose into it, dude. And I saved it. I don't know why the caution would come out for that, but... I could have sworn there was no one on my inside, and then 119 just shows up. I was clear all the way around. Anyways, we're back at the restart. Still hitting the wall on exit. Just, well, I don't know what I can do about the car to fix this. The car is just tight loose, tight loose. I feel like Martin Truex Jr. at Darlington.
Stay loose, stay loose. Don't worry about it, man. You're doing great.
Well, there's that.
Keep it through. Don't worry about him.
Just still falling back like a rock, but everyone's entering the pits. Or no, not everyone, just a few. I thought the leaders would pit. But still, I can't get this freaking car off the wall.
Okay, we're clear.
This car is terrible.
We're clear.
Oh, nope, I did not mean for that. I did not mean for that. Oh my.
You and the leader is 4.5.
There's a car in front of you, dude. Alright, guess we have no choice but to pit. Four tires. I don't want to replace with damage. No, I'm gonna leave a wedge alone, only because of how tight we get late in the run. It's just, what can I do? Oh great, and he messes that up. Can we at least see the left side? Please? Well, that cost us on pit road, not getting the tire.
The cars up front who didn't pit. Watch the traffic stack up behind them. Let's go. 10 last lap.
But we're still in 8th on the lead lap. I'm gonna try to at least get a top 10 out of this. But dang, even on new tires, I can't get the car to turn. Ow! No! Could've sworn I gave Johnny enough room, but... Wow. This is just terrible. Can't hold the bottom, can't hold the top. Look, I'm not even on the throttle! Oh, what did you do to the series, EA? Just at least let me have the inside, dude. Please. Oh, I'm finally clear for once. I can't go. I'm at 28. That's one way to get around someone. Oh. I barely rear-ended him. God. Like, is it just me or is everyone just out for me? Like, the slightest move I try to do, I just get hit for no reason. Am I required to suffer through this? That little weird, screen freeze or whatever that was in turn 3. That's part of why I kept the game at the native resolution for this race, just hoping to keep the screen tears down. But even with keeping it down, I'm still having to deal with this crap. Oh, do you not see me out of line? If I'm out of shape, you should probably back off and go to another line, don't you think? No, I don't want to pin under caution. Just end it. Freaking end it. Here's Ron Hornaday taking the win. Paul Menard fell back to fourth, even though I think he was leading a part of a race.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, I don't know what you did, but you managed to get that guy pretty hot under the collar. He was calling me up, looking to see what was going on.
I didn't touch him at all during the race. It's always the wrong people calling me up. I'm not gonna get into that race at all anymore. I am not trying to punch my monitor through the frickin' fence, but anyways, well, next episode of this series, we will be doing Truck Series at California. A home track for me, so hopefully next episode is way better. What else? Oh, Modifieds at IRP, that sounds fun. And then National Series at Kansas, crap. Regardless, that'll do it for this episode. If you like watching me wreck out and suffer on NASCAR 2005 Chase of the Cup, like and subscribe. It'll mean a lot to the channel. And I'll see you all in the next one.